How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots.
Look, baby go 2 is reloaded. Got the hottest tape in the streets right now. Yeah. Listen, look, they done broke up the young and now they got me started. Used to post in a vacant apartment, shoot like a rapper but move like an artist. Only see blue when I run out this coffin. Listen, think it's time that I clear up the rumors about who got the city on offense. I am not shorty, they see I'm maneuver, cause when I be stepping, moving them stoppers, I get that motivation to the realest. I'm missing in my bag and not my feelings. I make a couple thousand for my ministry, little step on mommy, little minutes. I see him throwing shots but I don't feel it. We don't even know your block to go and spin it. Please you going, I already did it. The money is showing, made it up for citizens. Got up the porch, I fell in love with the court. I cannot play for no lackers. Run on the tour, realized I had to see more. You be dummy, we still go backwards. Girl is a cross, she only beat for the sport. Till we catch her in here while I asked her. Move like a boss, I fell in love with my sauce and I heard it on to a rapper. Hold on, that's tough. I just straight out the town, that's us. Told them I got the crown. Now what if the homies ain't feeling your sound? That's much. We're too booked in around, that's much. I lost my dog and I found bad luck. If you play with my name, you a clown. That's us from my team to LA. I am now that us. No, I'm not underrated, that's an understatement. I'm the hottest coming off the beach. Went from my mother basement to 100 stages. I remember saving up for sneakers. Got me a deal before I got a feature. I was convinced to play me on his speaker. Body like never let nobody reach her. If he gon' say it, do it on a Nina. This flow unlocked. Way too small, I don't know no op. Say to my lane, I know nuts up and they know what I think cause they know my block. I put in these froze up rocks, so I'll go ahead and take it, go show my knock. Mama gon' break her, she know my fuck. I'm just trying to get paid to control my spot. Clack, 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 boom! Hottest in the city, you already know it, baby, go 2 reloaded. Clack!
Yo, what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LeBron, Female Rap Elite. Back with another video. Please come in, subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Hit the thumbs up. Hit the bell notification. Hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession with no question each and every time I go live. So let's go.
I need a run tune right now. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Body out there not building. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pull me on, shot it.
Bow.
Bow! Is she feeling hot, then I make that fuss and I get it. Brooklyn, Trinidad. Yeah.
How could I lose, nigga? How could I lose?
Look, how could I lose? Came from the bottom, but now I got nothing to prove. Handle my business and stay out the drama, cause I know they watching my moves.
What?
I've been too busy hating on my comments, but still ain't got nothing to do. I just lay at the top and go watching my views. You ain't get my spot, now you dropping a woo. Damn, already chose. Won't get my heart cause it's already froze. A quarter of my money, I'm already gone. If you look at my face, then I'm already known. Since I ain't selling my body for numbers, I gotta spend extra 20 on my clothes. Really that shorty, that's word of my mother. Her daughter be stepping anywhere she go. I'm her. If I can't sell no records, these times hurt. Need a wire going through my verse. Hit a milli speaking up on my hurt. Pretty little tatted shorty, why would I curse? I was just on the block in the east, made a bop on the beat. Now labels wanna sign her. And I don't gotta drop a review because they flock when I speak. I never need reminders. Yeah, I get it. Baby girl, this the realest one in it. And the stars in my windows is tinted. Now my ex trying to see how I'm living. Make a pain and I really be chill. I just took me a shot and sent 3 to the wicked. No, my block, I ain't see you come spin it. That's not who you are, but speak how you living. Look, give me a budget before I step through. I be fighting my demons, but I'm blessed too. Send me a block, I'll address you. I could back me and start up in a sweatsuit. Diamonds is dancing, that's my best move. Pay me to walk up in your venue. I'm in the spot, but see, I've been new. We do not respond to thirst and get views.
I do what I like.
I could wake up today, get a feature, go hit up Rihanna and buy me some ice. I could walk out the spot with my Nina, they still where I'm going. I told them it's spice. Play yourself, but don't play with your life. Got a bag of you still on my type. Sure to be watching everything I do and still and get it right. Bow!
Well,
She feeling hot that I made that.
I got
I get
questions.
it. That every time. Yeah, we back.
I feel like when the mic
Yeah, you know.
stand up and
I just wanted to start it off with that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I hope all of y'all doing well. She had no business sliding that way on that beat. Young Devin is a savage. What's up, Devin, Devon? I hope everybody has a pleasant holiday. Yeah, I hope y'all all had a good holiday as well. I had a good holiday, yo. My macaroni and cheese came out mad good. Like, I posted my recipe on my Female Rap Elite Instagram page too, so make sure you check that out. It came out really good. What I learned from the mac, of course, we know when macaroni and cheese sits overnight, it tastes even better the next day. When I had I had some for breakfast. That shit was so good. Like, I was like, yo, my friend, rest in peace, he would have been so proud of that shit because I kind of like took his recipe, but I did it in my own way. Like, yo, have you ever had like a macaroni and cheese bake off or like just make different macaroni and cheeses? So I remember one time, like, coming from New York down here, like my friend, he make like when I tell you he used to make his macaroni and cheese, people go crazy for it. And I'm telling you, like he was the first person who I knew about this whole Friends Thanksgiving, like, and that was back in like 2016, 2015. So he would have this huge event every year at his house where he made all just any type of food. Like him and his friends would make it all overnight. And he would have this huge celebration, like where all of his friends, his family would come and they would still be eating on Thanksgiving too. So it was just like a huge celebration. But one thing that went all the time was that cream spinach, that cream corn, and that macaroni and cheese. That macaroni and cheese was fucking immaculate. And mine kind of came out really good. I was really, really, no egg. And then also, let me tell you this for the people who might be heating up plates this morning. Let me tell you this. I don't give a fuck how shitty your macaroni and cheese is, right? But your macaroni and cheese does not deserve to be heated up with the rest of your food. Understand what I'm saying? Your mac and cheese only really need to be heated up for about a minute and 45, 50 seconds max. If you heating your macaroni and cheese up with your whole plate, then you're going to get it out. It's going to be overcooked. It's going to be mad greasy. Like, nah, I'm telling you, take my advice. Take my advice. When you heating up your food, heat up your macaroni and cheese separate if you microwaving it, right? Put it in there separate. Do not heat that mac and cheese up with all that food. That's why people be hating it the next day because that shit be all greasy. Nah, my shit was perfect. I bought that shit. I was like, first I put it on for 2 minutes and I was like, oh, I thought it was too much. And it was too much because I stopped it at 140. I actually stopped it like at 140. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who enjoyed the holidays, or, shout out to the people who didn't enjoy it either, because I know how that could be, especially if you're not around family or whatever. But I enjoyed myself I didn't get to make my candy yams because I kind of like asked around all day. Even when I got off of here, I had certain things. Like I just be difficult sometimes, like with them being a human being, but I understand it though, right? So I got off of here and I was just like, oh, it's still kind of early, but we still did eat early based on how I'm used to eating. Like I'm not a 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock Thanksgiving eater, even though I've done it here in Texas when I've been invited places, right? I am at 8 o'clock, 9. I am like 7, 8. 7, 8 is more like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not one of those early people because I feel like, then what you're going to be doing the whole day? Eating? Yesterday, I had like 2 servings of macaroni and cheese, and then today I had 1 serving. That's all I needed. I just wanted to taste it the next day. That's it. But that shit is definitely getting made again. I was going to say I was going to make it on my birthday, but I'm going away for my birthday, so I can't do it for then. So, yo, I'm so excited. You ever make something really good and you just be so excited? Like, I can't wait to go home and make that for my family because, when I was living in New York, I made macaroni and cheese the way where it's like, how everybody made it with the 1 to 2 eggs with the Cracker Barrel cheese, and you might mix the cheese up. But when I moved more down here, I started making it better because I started meeting people who made better food. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I be giving people compliments, but they macaroni and cheese don't really be appealing to me because if I see it and every noodle is not covered by some sort of cheese sauce and it's just kind of cheese on top of it, finally you put my love on. No. Nah, you didn't put the love on top of that. I'm sorry. Like you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And I'm gonna need better results. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love macaroni and cheese. Like that's why I'm saying like a lot of times people are critical, like this girl at my job. Like I be feeling like she just be trying to be overcritical because you can't tell me like I'm not saying Chick-fil-A macaroni and cheese is the best, but it's better than KFC, way better. And I couldn't believe when I was younger, I thought it was something wrong with me because everybody at my school used to be talking about, oh, KFC mac and cheese is mad good. Nah, nah, nah. So I was like, let me try this shit, right? And I tried to force myself into liking it because so many people used to be talking about it. And I said, this shit is cheap. This cheese sauce is cheap. This shit is nasty. That shit is nasty. Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is good. You get that shit with a little nugget meal and throw them nuggets in that macaroni and cheese too. Save like 2 of them just so you could like dip it in the sauce. But most of them nuggets, I want that fried chicken effect with that mac and cheese. Fuck that. Like, I ain't gonna be dipping no nuggets. Like, hell no, you got macaroni and cheese. I'm not like, I only want to experience the sauce with maybe about 2 nuggets, but the rest of that, I'm dipping that shit right in that mac and cheese. So, yeah, I love mac and cheese. So please don't cook your macaroni and cheese when you heating up your food for 3 to 4 or 5 minutes. That shit don't need to be cooked that long. Then you're gonna get it out. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be all oily, and you're gonna be like, Like, why didn't it look like last night? Well, first and foremost, if you only make your macaroni and cheese with certain cheeses, also, because I remember I did that before, it makes it come out. It just does. I'm telling you, that heavy cream. I thought it was only 8 ounces, but it was 16 ounces. So I used a 16-ounce bag of pasta of cavatapoli pasta. I like that pasta. It's like the corkscrew pasta. I like to make my macaroni and cheese with that. So I use that. I use 16 ounces of heavy cream. I used a half block of Velveeta cheese. I used 2 bags of that shredded Cracker Barrel cheese that had the smoked Gouda in it. And then I also used another Jack cheese too, right? When I tell you that shit came out perfect. Also, let me tell you this, right? Make sure you make your noodles al dente. I hate you overcooked noodles, motherfuckers. And then you want to cook the shit for 5 minutes. And if you want to overcook the motherfucking noodles, then you want to heat the shit up for 5 minutes in the microwave with your regular food. Flat ass over. I don't like that. I'm telling you. Even though my friend, I felt like he slightly overcooked it, it wasn't like that because the macaroni and cheese was creamy. It was good. It was no egg. It was still firm together. You just got to know how to make macaroni and cheese. People has confused you to make you think that you got to put egg in it to hold it together. And I hate you motherfuckers who make mac and cheese and I can see your egg in it. It's not supposed to be like that. So, what's up, yeah? What's up, Low Keys Lounge? Let's see. The noodles be soggy. I'm telling you, when I tell you, like my mom, she told us how like she grew up poor, so she used to eat a lot of beans and stuff. And I thought it was so weird that my mom, when I was younger, she would never eat beans. She said she ate so many beans. And I only heard one other person have a story like that. My homie who passed away. He said when he was younger, like in Houston, it used to be nothing to do. So on the weekends, everybody used to go to the movies all the time, like in the 90s. So he was like, that's what they would do. They would go to the movies. His mother would go shopping. You would play video games at the stores while they going shopping. Keep getting that free popcorn over and over. Yo, so you got to realize in your 30s, I'm just like, yo, let's go get some popcorn. They got like this special gourmet popcorn. Nigga is just not amused by it at all. Like, hell no. That's that popcorn. Hell no. Like, I've only met my mom was like that. My mom I don't give a fuck what you say. You know how we could get on this live and talk about baked beans and how people get crafty and start putting the ground beef and the onion and garlic. And they put even the smoke sauce the smoke sauce in it so it tastes real smoke. You cannot amuse my mother with that shit. It will look good and she don't want it. She don't want no beans at all. Like the only beans my mother like is the beans that you put in chili. That's it. And black eyed peas and like, different things like that. But she doesn't like it at all. Like, no, she won't bend either. So I don't know how you could not like popcorn though. That shit was just so crazy to me. How could you not like popcorn? The people in the world who I don't like you motherfuckers who like root beer. You motherfuckers is crazy. Why would you like something that tastes like that? Root beer and cream soda. I had another run-in with that too. You remember I told you that story? I was at my mother's event and I had picked up that mint ice cream. It was so many ice cream cups on the table. And my aunt told me that you gotta eat it. And I didn't understand why the fuck was you so worried about me eating ice cream when those mad cups on the table? Like you act like I took the last ice cream. It was like, it was a choice. I picked it up. I didn't like it. And I was going to throw it in the trash. And you like, no, you got it. Yeah. The fuck? There's mad ice cream out there. Like, leave me alone. Even then, as a little kid, I knew authority. Don't tell me what to do. Don't fucking tell me what, especially when I was already behaving. How many people pick something up? And I had another run-in with a damn root beer soda that I picked up and I tried and I didn't like it. And you know how adults are so hard on kids. Y'all got to realize that we trying to figure out the world like y'all are too. That's why I understand kids more. Yeah, your kid might have picked up a soda and might have not drank it. Maybe they ain't want to fucking drink all of it. Maybe they just wanted to sip on it because they seen everybody. See, you got to understand the psychology of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. When I tell you this, let me say this before I go off, right? I tell you that I can relate to my nieces so much just from being young. I remember when I moved to Houston, they was still little girls then, but they was just like, Uncle, I want a iPod. They wanted an iPod at that time, right? An iPod. And so I said to her, I said, you want an iPod because you see everybody has a phone and you just want something in your hand, don't you? And she started laughing. She was a little girl at this time, but I understand the psychology and I bought her an iPod. She still got that iPod to this day. She just told me like a few weeks ago, she was just like, I can't. She was like, I was thinking about selling it, but she about to be 16. She had that iPod for like, I've been here almost 10 years. So it's like, yeah, she's like, I want to sell it, but she was like, it's so nostalgic. I thought it was crazy that she even used that word, but she was just like, she don't want to sell it. But you got to understand. So even if you get your kids these things, you can safeguard them and make sure that they can't do certain things or randomly check it. Make that be a known process that you randomly check that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, even though we ain't had phones back in the day, my mother was going through the rooms. Oh, yeah, she was going through it. She was looking and shit, looking under your bed. You know, niggas try to hide shit under their mattress. That's where I learned that shit from. Like, oh, niggas be putting the money under the mattress. Let me tell you one thing, right? My brother was so slick that I had to get slicker on this nigga when I used to have to hide my money. Listen, I know that some of my family, I don't know if I know my brother, he knows like how to find my music. So I know that he knows about this channel. But let me tell you where I had to just started flipping it on this nigga to the point where you was never going to get my fucking money. Let me tell you what I did. Tell me if you've ever done this, right? Now, in our house where we grew up, we had carpet, right? Have you ever, like, you know how like you got your carpet, but you know that you could stick your hand under it, and I would not just put my money in the front, I would stick that shit all the way under the carpet. Niggas just walking on my money. You don't even know the money on the carpet. Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in the typical places, and yeah, because that nigga, I'm telling you, brainiacs, niggas know how to find money. They know that you're gonna put that shit on top of the china cabinet. They know you might put it in a drawer or put it behind. Yo, I used to do all types of shit. I would take my money and put it behind photos in the damn china cabinet. Yo, when you think about hiding your money when you grow up in the house with people, you have to have a little system. Yeah, I will be putting my money right under the damn rug and everybody just walking over it. You don't even know you walking on my money. That's when I was taking that money from my dad's store like crazy. Like, yeah. Yeah. So listen, off topic, you hate cake? How could you hate cake? I didn't like the cornbread that I got last night because I got this like Central Market cornbread, and Central Market is a really good premium brand, and I just wanted to try it. And even though I added more brown sugar to it, you know, after it settled, it did have a nice taste to it, but maybe I don't know. And then also where I was at, they didn't like, I only brought like 2 sticks of butter, and I put one of the sticks in the macaroni and cheese. And then I did another stick within the cornbread, but I felt like I needed some real butter from the top. And where I was at, they only had that fake fat-free shit. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that fat-free butter. Don't eat butter like that, but when you're going to use it, use real butter. Like, I don't play that shit. I don't like that bullshit. So brothers will definitely get that shit and act like they didn't take it. Exactly. Exactly. Nigga, I'm hiding my money under rugs. Like, are you crazy? Yup. You be walking right over that shit when you walk right in the house. And that was the thing. My mom, like, now that I think about it, yo, I remember like maybe every other year with around tax season, my mom, we all would go up to this place, like all the way up in like this city called Schenectady. They had like these rug outlets, right? And every 2 years, my mother, she would change all of the rugs in the house, like just change the rugs. Like, you know, we never really went through, well, I don't know, like you you kind of like take your shoes off when you come in the house. So it's not like we got it like I can't really remember getting the floors like you know how you clean your floors or get your floors what this I can't, the word is escaping me right now. You know what the fuck, I'm shampooing your floors. I don't remember us doing that a lot. I just remember getting new carpet all the time. Like, yeah. Then when you get your new carpet and you done got it and vacuumed it, like I even remember as a little kid, sometimes when you get your new carpet, then you go, and then back then in the 90s, everybody had a sleeping bag. Then you want to lay on the floor. Sometimes I used to like to lay on the floor when you get a new carpet. That shit was just a dope ass feeling. Let's see. Fat-free milk. No, I don't use that. Y'all eat pig's feet? Nah, I didn't have any pork yesterday. You make hot cake if you tasted my red velvet. I don't understand how she could not like cake. So listen, let's continue on. So Young Miami is annoying. Why do I feel like Young Miami is annoying? Because I feel like everything that she does that for relevance is some sort of sex. It's just always sex. It's like it's can't even be Thanksgiving and people talking about like, you know, what you eating, people coming up and even posting funny shit just so that people could laugh and find some sort of humor. But then she talking about something about the food, and then let me bring it up. Actually, she's talking about I'm horny. I'm like, what the fuck does having being horny? It's like she always got to like. I feel like she always has to sully the moment with sex. It's you know what I'm saying? It's always some sort of sexual innuendo. It's like there's more to life than just sex. Do you feel like that's the only way that you can get attention is from being sexual? Damn. I'm like, yo. Also, I wanted to add this in here while I'm bringing this up. Have y'all noticed this? I know, I think I said this in one of my other videos, or maybe I said it on Twitter, but it's like every day, I actually need to go. I didn't see it. I didn't see them post anything, but it's like every day it was something new with Glorilla. Like one day she would say one thing. It's like, it was almost like these planned, scheduled posts every day. So she was just saying, if you ain't got no, it's almost like one day you say something like, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. Then the next day she say something like some no cap. Then they post it on the blogs. Then the next day, oh, why you acting like I ain't been new? It's like when you find out. I understand that people, and if you could kind of understand where you could see that a person is thirsty to be posted all the time. That's what I'm just saying. Like I just get that energy from her. She's saying like, oh, they did that, so I'm gonna do more. So she's probably thinking right now, what can I do to post that they're gonna post on the blog? I don't like when it start to get so cheesy like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, even though I love Foxy down, right? I remember during the time where she was going through stuff with her record label, and she was going through shit with her deal and shit like that. And it seemed like every other day there was something in the news. And I said, she gotta know that this is triggering it. And it was just like every other day it was something. It was like a media frenzy, Foxy Brown, but it was negative stuff though. You know what I'm saying? She still handled it, and things pass or whatever. But when you could kind of tell, like, you don't ever want to be inside of a thing, and this is where sometimes it could turn bad. But I feel like you don't want to be inside of a thing with a person and you just encouraging, and you don't have that type of ability to be like, yeah, you wilding out right now, or you know what I'm saying? So even though I loved her, I just felt like she was doing a lot. Like I remember it was this one story where she was inside of this store, and I think she came to pick up something that was being tailored, and it wasn't ready, and she just started wilding in the store. Like they had her on, and she was like swinging her arms, like she wasn't hitting anybody, but she was just, I think they were trying to like remove her from the store. But yeah. So listen, I want also am excited because I'm going out to see what type of deals I can get in the store. So have any of you all went out to go shop, or to pick anything up? I know a lot of people like to get like their computers, electronics, and things like that during this time of year for Black Friday. Cyber Monday is also coming. So I'm gonna go out there and see if I could get any good deals on like some sweatshirts, not too much because this is Texas. So even though it's a little cool right now, it's gonna heat up. Like it has heated up over the past few days, but I need to look at the forecast. But I feel like this. Even if you live in the South and you from the North, we have this thing with the seasons in our mind. So when it starts to become like late September, October, I feel like you need to wear hoodies. Like it's just automatic. And it's a girl who works at my job, the one who I was saying like she annoys me sometimes. But she from Connecticut. And I told y'all the other day where the lady at my job, this was before it got cold. She was like, yeah, y'all Northerners, y'all always be trying to wear y'all little hoodies and stuff. And it's not really giving what y'all think it's supposed to. And then it got cold as fuck. And then we was suited up. Oh, I can't lie. My coworker, she had this fly ass Adidas jacket. Let me tell you something. It's like this, like upstate. It was like this in New York. It's like every year, what is your spring jacket going to be like? What is your winter jacket going to be like? And you will see people really put like that money into it. Like, especially you had like the polo jacket or the Tommy Hilfiger jacket or the Nordica jacket, you know what I'm saying? Because it's that transition from after April, from about March, April, until we get into about end of April, May, the weather is going to be consistently warm, and it still could be a little tricky then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm living somewhere where it's warm pretty much all the time. Like even at its coolest, I'll take that over New York. Real talk. Even at its coolest, because when I left New York, I never forget that winter. It was 44 degrees below zero. I said, never the fuck again. Never again. So anyway, let me bring this up real quick. Young Miami ass talking about she horny. When people talking about food. Hold on a second. Fisher says Andre Jane Burger. Who that? Okay. Oh, I also wanted to. Damn. Give me a second. I had to revisit something that I had that I actually um so, some news that I seen. I want to get the person's name so I'm quoting it correctly. Let me see if I can find it down here because I want to make this clear. You always got to do little check-ins with people so that they understand who they support and what they understand. And I'm not saying I understood why this individual went there immediately, but I want to visit this.
Mom was a killer. My mama had two sons locked up for murder, and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done.
I'm jacking that. I'm jacking it. You know, a lot of people, maybe the message is not right. I'm gonna tell you this, right? I believe right is right and I believe wrong is wrong. So if you don't understand or you don't feel the way that I feel and you feel like you can't support me, then I didn't ask you to be here. You're here. So what I want to say is in regards to Charleston White saying that, I remember when something happened to King Von and the woman of somebody who he allegedly, based off what she said, and it was like once I started to read up on it and all of that, the whole goes deep because when you start reading all these different articles and they have like Reddit and all of that and different people saying stuff about that woman, the girl who came out and made the statement, and I can't even remember what her statement is, and I don't want to misquote or anything, right? But I know that she said something like in regards to him passing. So what I'm trying to say is you live by the gun, you die by the gun, or whatever, right? That's why for me, depending on, because I feel like there's so many traumatic things that happen every day in this world, right? And we have to have some sort of way to compartmentalize the way that we like for like Shanquella, right? We all feel that like that's a heartfelt story, like that's unfortunate. I don't give a fuck what happened. I don't give a fuck if she set somebody up that wasn't on that trip or whatever. You still did that shit, right? It's unfortunate, right? You know that sometimes it's unfortunate when you know you got family members who in the streets and shit happen and it just be fucked up. Somebody set them up. We've been hearing about this shit happen to people we don't know, people we do know, and sometimes that trauma hits real close to home. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have to use your mind, now I can't tell you what what not to do in retaliation, but what you have to accept is that when people are in a specific position or in a specific lane, certain things can happen. All I'm trying to say is that when it comes to Charleston White, and after I re-listened to this, and then what he said that his mother held his brothers accountable. So based off of what he said, like he don't give a F about King Von because he's a murderer. I'm jacking that because that's to me, that's a person who values life. I'm not saying his actions were, I don't know why he would pull on his gun or anything like that. I think that maybe he has a little imbalance and maybe that's why he spazzed out, right? But the message, I I can agree with it. I understand it. Listen, everybody, and you can choose to feel a certain type of way if you felt like, okay, King Von passed and you really love his music and shit like that. I'm not gonna lie and act like I was a person who listened to his music and things like that. I didn't even really know who he was until like Asian Doll. She used to do vlogs and stuff, and he would be in her vlogs and she'd be doing her makeup and stuff like that. And then that's how I kind of got introduced to him, but it didn't make me go listen to the music. You understand what I'm saying? Um, so that was that. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, everybody is different. You know, the individual who runs this channel, the profile, the way that I think is probably a lot different from opposite channel. So I'm one of those people. I am gonna be like, yeah, it is unfortunate, but yeah, you weren't necessarily stepping in the right way. So certain things are going to happen. Like, especially if you claim the life of another person, that karma is going to come back to you. And I think even in his lyrics, in his lyricism, he's even made statements about or he even made statements either in his song or on Twitter. It was somewhere where they had King Von quoted when he was like, what? Because it was a boy saying something to him like, oh, you don't got XYZ bodies. He was like, I got 4 or something that he called out. And do you understand? You remember when Asian Doll? This is when I kind of like stamped her like she's kind of dysfunctional, because she was even online and when people were talking about that, she was even saying, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know, I think he may have been alive He may have been alive, but she said the next nigga I fuck with gotta have at least XYZ bodies. He gotta have at least a body, right? Why is that even attractive? You can be a body, you dumb bitch. See, it's this toxic this, and if you're a person who applaud that shit and you think that that shit is cool, this is not the channel for you. It's not. If you even think that way, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, people drop jewels in what the fuck they say, and they don't understand that word that's cut. And that was around the time where she just broke up with Vaughn. She said the next nigga she fuck with gotta have at least somebody dig it up. I'm pretty sure that you could quote it. You could Google it and figure out what Asian doll said. And yes, it goes back to her dating King Von. I think, of course, you would be dumb to not think that she ain't know a lot, especially being next to him. Everybody's life is value to me, but what I'm trying to tell you is when you do things to others, they are going to come back to you. So I don't feel like I would rather spend my time, more concerned and more invested in a story like a Shanquella Robinson, because I feel like that's so unfortunate. I just feel like as the story rolls out, it's like, yo, I feel like I already heard the worst of the worst. We know she got beat. We know that it's like it's the suffrage. Like, that's the part that hurts me the most. Like the seizure, the cardiac arrest. You didn't deserve that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The most a person get into a fight, they get a little concussion. You took it too far, and I do think whoever did that deserves the DIE. I do. And I don't feel bad about it. But yeah, all in all, I just wanted to visit this post. I don't agree with him pulling out his gun and, shit like that. But I do understand the message. I really do. So, oh man. Before they got together. What's up, Lola? That's a sign of some deep-rooted issues. That's ignorant as fuck. Preach, Laurent. She's so dumb. He pretty much glorified killing and death. That's what I'm saying. So how are we supposed to say you got two traumatic situations that happen, like boom and boom? You got Shanquella, you got King Von, right? King Von's life is valuable, just like Shanquella's life is valuable. What are you involved with? I always tell you, when you meet people, you can meet a person today. They could be that pretty face, handsome face, whatever face you're interested in. But guess what? Just because you met them today and that energy is inviting and loving to you, you don't know what they've been a part of. You don't know what they've been involved in. And yeah, you don't. But then when you start to learn it and shit like that, say something happened. All right. So what I'm trying to say is, say you just meet today, you learn about King Von, and today you learn about Shanquella, right? So you see, you have a person who has a profile. Then once you start digging deep on Google and shit, I'm reading all these articles and things like that, and this woman is saying that this happened to her brother and how she's so sad there was nothing done about it. She felt like justice was not served. So I know all of that is alleged, but what I'm just trying to say is like, I don't have to, you have to be able to kind of like ration off your emotions to what you actually care about. But that shit happened to Biggie in California. That shit rocked me. I think it rocked everybody in hip hop, especially hip hop fans. That shit rocked me. Biggie ain't deserved that. I think he was a person who showed love. He even had it in his interviews and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So certain things hurt. Like Nipsey Hussle, I think that shit hurt a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the story behind it and why it happened. All I'm trying to tell you, all in all, before I click off here, I don't have time to spend my emotions on shit. And I'm telling you, it even hurts. That shit hurts when it's family too. That shit really hurt. My uncle, when he won all of that money at the racetrack in North Carolina, somebody came and killed him, his wife, and the wife's brother. It was like he won all of that money at the racetrack, and they followed him or did something, or this is what happens when you let people know where you live, and then everybody is privy to that. They followed him. Yeah, they kicked in the door. They killed my uncle. They killed his wife, and yeah. So, yeah, that's crazy. I remember when I didn't go to my uncle's funeral, right? Like, I think my two brothers went, but I learned this thing I don't know. I didn't go. My mom didn't want me to go, and I didn't really feel good about it because it was like, something like that honestly, I avoid shit like that. So And it was good that I actually avoided it, right? Because what happened was is when they went and buried my uncle, then the family was trying to like gather some things from my uncle's property and stuff. The in-law side of the family from that side of the family who they felt like had something to do with the murder. It gets so weird and twisted down south in the sticks. I'm telling you, it gets really crazy. So pretty much there was a shootout and my aunt's boyfriend at the time got shot because they felt like they were trying to take stuff, from the property. Yeah, they were trying to get certain things from the brother's house, but I'm just telling you, it got crazy. So my mother told me she didn't have a good feeling. And that was one of the times I did listen to her. Because if you ever heard me talk about my mother trying to stop me and tell me don't go somewhere, I don't be listening. I'll just be like, man, I'm going to New York City. You bugging. So, but that situation, it was a little bit more traumatic. And so what happened was, is my grandfather ended up dying. My uncle died in like 2006 or 2007. My grandfather died like in 2012. Yep. And then when I went to North Carolina for the funeral, um, I just didn't feel comfortable in the city. Like I just remembered my cousin was telling me, she was like, don't let nobody take pictures of you. Cause she be into that she say that she's not into it, but they do a lot of that witchcraft shit down there. So she was just like, you don't really want nobody to like, don't let people take pictures of you or whatever the case may be. And I felt really uncomfortable because this town is like a population of 1,000. I'm talking about one year when I went there and stepped foot in town and I got out and went to the subway with my cousin. This girl said to me, she said, you are kin to XYZ. And I thought it was so weird. I had just got in town. Have you ever been somewhere like that? Like a small city where it's like the population is like so small? I promise you that has never happened to me in life before. I got out that shit, and the girl, it wasn't that she didn't even really know my cousin like that, but she was just like, "Are you kin to XYZ?" And I was like, "Wow, they really know that shit." And them small little cities will get you too. So yes, having pictures with no filter makes you to spiritual attack. And if you, it's so crazy, right? I remember we was all in this house after the funeral, and I was sitting there, right, and I had my cell phone, and I just remember like I just kept my hand like over my phone, like I ain't give a fuck, like I ain't care how nobody felt. But I felt like at the end of the day that was stupid anyway, because if you're gonna get a picture, you're gonna get a picture. I know Lola, I know that different people believe in different things, but I feel like the power is in the mind, and I don't be like, I don't feed that negative shit. They could be on it all they want to, and they could say that they doing, and they going to the witch doctor. Yeah, that's the word that they say a lot yeah. My family they live in North Carolina, but it's kind of close to South Carolina. Yep, they be talking about people going to the witch doctor and the witch doctor. No, me praise God, me not fear about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Let me bring this up. Let me bring that up. Me praise God. Me no fear about nothing. So special. So special. Hold on a second. Nah, it's just crazy. No, we ain't gonna do that. Chill, 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 chill. All right. So, what's up, Zay? I think she says they got together. Asian doll said she didn't want to deal with that dude unless he had a body. She's sick in the head. Yeah, she bad mind. She what they call in the islands. They call a gal bad mind. Asian doll, she's bad. And you know what? Shout out to her though if she got a dude that's covering her and doing everything. But how old is this dude that she's dating right now? He looked like he's a lot older. I know that they say typically people do like to date, at least 5 years. But shit, when I see people dating, I just feel like it's weird. I don't feel like there's nothing sexy I don't feel like there's nothing popping about JT with Young Miami fucking with Diddy. I think this shit is whack. I think it's whack. But you got to do what you got to do. for money. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get to that post that I was seen about Young Miami stupid ass. Yeah, this shit. I don't know if it's the food or what, but I'm horny. What? Carisha, please take your fast ass behind the kitchen and help them clean up. They put the honey in the end so you could get that ham tonight. Go tell your sugar daddy, not us. That's crazy. Like, I just feel like she think that this shit is funny. You don't realize, like, Young Miami, I don't think she care, but, and it embarrasses me that she's an Aquarius too. Did you know Young Miami was an Aquarius? That's the scariest, the most hilarious, scariest. Damn. Young Miami is an Aquarius. Her and Megan, it's like they the rejects. Cause this shit can't be true. This can't be life. Hold on a second. Let me go get my phone. Give me a second. I'll be all right, Buck. Give me one moment.
I ain't even gonna put no hook on this shit. I'ma just talk my shit. Yo. Everybody! If I hopped on a rocket, I swear my success will be out of here. They follow my blueprint like I am a pioneer. Ain't even putting no hook on this shit, this is something they gotta hear. Where all these bitches be thinking they top shit, when I got the work in that top shit. All of them SIs you got in your watch gon' give you a flop rate. I'm bringing the heat to your knockers, so Benny the flummy, let's do it like Walker. Ain't one of these bitches I really ain't cook on the roster. My points be sounding like pasta. After you hit it, that nigga be teaching me salsa. You drop what I'm jacking and I'm sending shots like some vodka. Now I got your mother going through some trauma. Jack me as Prezi, ain't talking Obama. On my skin like lava. Better talk nice, better talk to me proper. No life physics when I come with the choppers. All of my joints gon' be singing like opera. Telling these bitches to get all they ops up. Just like some pussy, all of they blocks fucked. Picking the shit up like a new lace that really ain't got plugs. My dick in they mouth like it got sucked, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with these?
Yo.
Let's go. New Foxy Brown.
Come again.
Whole Brooklyn. Stand the fuck up.
Okay.
Let's get it on, niggas.
Come on.
DJ Absolute. Operation Lock. Damn.
But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now.
Don Pool.
They don't like Gabby because he stay in cheetah with a crisp white beat on. Drinking yacht, never mind the time. See, I pay them no mind.
It's after y'all. From the motherfucking top. New Foxy Brown. Because they don't like me.
Yes.
DJ Absolute, motherfucker.
Come again. Come on. Oh.
Young girl.
Okay.
Queens, niggas.
But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. They don't like Gabby because he stay in cheetah with a crisp white beater on. Drinking yacht, never mind the time. See, I pays him no mind. Bit slow your roll. Fox got this rap shit under control. Which I touch turn gold, but I touch turn canary. Damn, this shit's scary. And my name speak the truth, y'all can't fuck with homie. I'm the truth in that booth, I'm the beast in the lab. I'm a goon on the tune with a boom and a Marc Jacob bag. I'm Brooklyn zone, and no matter where the crib is, the borough is my motherfucking home. I'm BK's finest, and a fresh pair of ears to still shout the designers.
Yeah, why y'all talking about these Pisces moon? What did he say? She's got all kinds of shit going on. Oh, they think them slick. Them boy think them slick talking about Pisces moon. Yeah, okay. Megan, I think Megan is about to come too because she been really quiet. And, you know, they need the bucks out of her ass. Even if they get $50 off a stream, they need that motherfucker. So hold on a second. I gotta hit. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. So what you eating, LaRon? I had an apple. I had an apple. There's one girl I used to know. She used to say apple. I like APPU. Apple. I thought that shit was so like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Apple? You want an apple? So let's move on for this Young Miami glitch. Young Miami is a glitch. Hold on 1 second. I thought this was cute. This kind of reminded me of my cousin dog. On the back, I sent this to my cousin. She said no, because she got a little Yorkie. She didn't think this shit was cute at all. Nice house though, right? And she colored the dog hair too. What the fuck been going on since it's been gone? Let's see what's going on. Oh, Kanye West. Kanye West discusses meeting with Donald Trump. Says that he asked Trump to be his vice president. Do you think Kanye West really has what's the verdict on him with the ways that a lot of you feel? Because some people really just they fuck with his message, and I just can't fuck with it. I just feel like they letting him make a fool of himself, and they gonna keep that Mac look so good as fuck. By the way, Lola, you know it was definitely good. It tastes so much better this morning too. So now I'm like, oh, the next time, I understand when it comes to macaroni and cheese, a lot of people, they want their shit to be fresh and just right out the oven so people could just be like, But I'm telling you, you really should make it and just let that shit sit. Like, even if you let it sit for a few hours, it's going to be better than what it was that first hour that you had it. You need to let it cool down, and let them cheeses just, you know what I'm saying? Everything needs to just congeal, if that's the right word. Real talk. Like, I never realized that, because I remember before, I moved down here to Houston, I would always eat my food as soon as it was done. Like, I would give I would wait a few, but then I would always just eat it. I never waited 10, 15 minutes after it got done. So I noticed that when you do that, the food it still tastes. It tastes better. Of course, I didn't have that. I still feel like macaroni and cheese, that should need to be at least, you need to make that shit and let it sit for at least 3 hours. Cause the way it tasted this morning, that shit, I was so proud. I wish I could personally ship all of you a sample of it, but unfortunately I can't do that. Zay, I seen Zay, he posted, he sent me some macaroni and cheese, and it looked a little sketch. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, you did you tried to do your numbers, but it was a little sketch. Nah, I like it when it cools down. That's when you can taste all the flavors. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what too? I'm kind of I've been getting those rotisserie chickens. Maybe I just got to buy my own chicken from the store and just bake it, right? Because that rotisserie chicken, they pump some sort of solution in it that makes it that moist, and we thinking that it's so moist because they slow cooked it. That's not what it is. I want my chicken to be a little bit more when I make it. I don't want that shit, because I feel like when I get rotisserie chicken, I only really want the breast, and if the wing, I bring it home and I cook it more, but that shit got to be crispy. It's it's attached to all that fucking juicy filled dark meat. I don't want all that shit. All I want really is the breast. So I will spend that $5 just to get that. Matter of fact, I'm going to Sam's Club today because I want another one of those, because I want that breast meat. I love the breast meat. Yep. I like the breast meat, but I don't really care for anything. I like the legs if I make them in the oven and it's kind of crispy. See, I'll use the rest of that for a soup. I will literally use the rest of the carcass for a soup. But I want that breast meat. I want it to get cold. I want to chop it up in cubes and put it in salads. Oh, yeah, that'd be really, really good. Matter of fact, I just got some more lettuce too. And yeah, I'm about to have a nice little feast later. So too big to respond. What's up? Thigh meat. I don't like all of that juicy dark meat, but I don't like all that. I really am just a wings, and I like wings, and I like breast. Yeah. So all right. So Kanye West TV met with Donald Trump, and he wanted him to be his vice president, and anything to stay at this. I feel like Kanye West will do anything to stay on the side of Whitey. So, and when you pray tonight, may you pray, whatever. So let me keep going. Not whatever to the prayer, but I'm not want to get into that right now. So officials say, all right. So I wanted to bring this up. So officials say Andre Bing purchased a handgun the day of the Walmart shooting and left behind a death note. Authorities investigating the fatal shooting of 6 people at a Walmart said that the shooter bought the gun just hours before and left a note with grievance against coworkers on his phone. Damn. You never know who hates you. That's why you should be sweet to everybody. This is one guy in my office, is one girl. She was making it seem like she had a problem with him. I'm not one of those people who create problems with people because you don't like them. Nope, because see, he could be the murderer, and I'm gonna act nasty to him. No, because when he comes in this motherfucker and pit up, hopefully he'll spare me. Cause shit, I don't like. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's very important for me that you treat people good. Like I ain't and think about it. What makes it so easy is that these people don't live with you. This is simply an engagement. If you work with somebody, you notice they have a little mental health issue or whatever, or they get riled up. Most of the time, unless they being racist or they trying to hurt you or something, be nice to them. Treat them nice, because it's like you don't know how they mind click. I don't treat people bad. Real talk. I don't do that, and I don't think that shit is funny at all. Let me see. So, and not saying and I'm not saying that like in the case of this matter to say that these people did something that warranted him, acting out that way. But I wonder why he spared that white girl and he told her to go home. I wonder why he did that. I wonder why he put that black girl's name and circled her name. He had everybody's lunch and breaks, everything. That's the problem. He knew too much. And it's just like, that was I feel like that can never happen again. You know what is one of my biggest fears is being on the side of something that makes something change. Unfortunately, a lot of us are the ones who benefit off of like things that happen. And then unfortunately people lose their lives and then it's made better for us. Like, how like when people, like, I'm pretty sure there used to be like plane crashes and like just different things, and then technology, different things have improved so that it's better for us. And unfortunately sometimes there are still fatal plane crashes, and they learn from that and they move on. You never want to be on the side of something where then now is a change. So I'm pretty sure now Walmart, they're probably going to have some sort of policy where they're going to have some sort of security now. I feel like it. I feel like they're going to have they need to have some sort of process. Things need to change, because I feel like at this level, not saying, and I'm tired of giving fucking little disclaimers on everything, but sometimes you do. Not saying that individuals like Andre don't deserve positions, but you need to examine the type of people, because let me tell you something. With something like this happening, you don't know who's in other stores, and this could be triggering them like, oh shit, like you don't think that there's people who do copycat shit, and how many Walmarts are there all over? So this right here tells me this person was a team leader. That means that person had a lot of power to do something like that. Imagine how many people, it's like those people, if they smoke cigarettes or they do XYZ, they probably went outside. The people in the break room was probably the ones, I don't know, maybe they weren't smokers, or maybe they wanted to eat their food and then go smoke. I don't know, y'all. Shit is just unfortunate. You can't appease everybody though. You can't, because certain people you work with, you do just steer clear of them, and maybe they steer clear of him because I don't know. I just wanted to say that too, because it ain't just saying like, because everybody at the job ain't going to be somebody that you're going to come up to and just be like, because certain people do have energy that's very repulsive, that you just could feel it, and you just like, no, I'm not fucking with you. Like, you know what I mean? So just to say that, just to add that too. Coward for offing himself, but what else was he going to live for? I think he was a coward for doing that, but what was he going to do? Go to jail and go to prison, live in prison forever? That is very cowardly. I hate when people, because you want them, but what is, honestly, let's ask this question right now. If somebody took out somebody in your family and they took themselves out, don't lie like you won't be. You might be mad because they're not here and you can't like talk shit to them or go and see them at a court date. But I would be happy that they're dead. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. Yeah, I would be mad that we can't fuck you up before you die. But I would be happy that you pulled the motherfucking trigger on yourself. Let's be blunt. Let's be blunt. Yeah, bitch, you should have did it. You should have. But it's wrong that you did this shit to everybody else. So let's not lie because if what he was probably going to get the depending on where he's at, that's probably a death penalty. He killed multiple people. That's a massacre. You understand what I'm saying? Like he wasn't. That's when I like just thinking about that because I thought about that yesterday. I was just like, is he really, a coward for taking himself out? But would we have want him alive? I want the people associated with Shanquellas. I want somebody to perish from that situation. I don't even feel bad for saying that, and the Lord will deal with me the way that He sees fit. He will. I feel like the people who are involved with that, nobody's come forward within, I think I heard an audio on Sean Davy Way's page where he was playing an audio from Winter. I don't know if that was really her, but he was saying that it was based on the information that he had. But I think that the people should perish in that situation too. I think that there should be like some sort of community effort. There should be some sort of community effort when like pedophiles, rapists, or everybody, whatever you do, every Friday or every Saturday, like once everybody, well, it's different when people have different shifts and shit. But I think it should be a community effort. Everybody should have a certain type of button that has to be pressed, no matter if you at work or whatever. When people do shit, you are required to push this button in community effort to squash this person or send they ass through an incinerator or something. I think it should be. I think that there should be more of when people do things. I think that it should be more of a community effort so people don't feel bad or guilty. Honestly, because people just get away with doing like honestly, that thought was just spawned off by like him taking himself out. I don't feel like he deserved to live. You did that to multiple people. You don't deserve to live. You don't. So whomever is responsible will be let's see. Whomever is responsible will be spending their sentence in Mexico. It's going to be hard life. You don't know any Spanish. Yeah. Pedophiles should be. I feel like we all should have a certain button. You know how they have that little I've fallen and I can't get up. I feel like, if you want to take account of people and like, inject them with all of, you know what I'm saying? Like there should be something from the Social Security Administration where everybody has a certain thing. And as your civic duty, when there is a pedophile or whatever they do, they murder or whatever, fuck the electric chair. I think everybody should have a duty to push a button. And if your button is not pushed for certain things, you will have to serve because, yeah, I feel like people should just be offed. People who commit certain crimes, I think that it should be or what is it? Everybody come. I know that wouldn't be able to happen. I was gonna be like, so it'll be like, say you have to come outside and everybody has to be in a specific area, and that would no. I feel like there should be some button or there needs to be a certain thing online where you have to register and you have to basically send an activation code. Yeah. I think when people do certain crimes, they just need to be taken out of this existence. I ain't mad at Andre for taking himself out. He deserved to die. Honestly, he deserved to die. He did. What do we really want these people to live for when they do things like that? Even the kid who, wait, what happened? Remember the thing that happened in, what city was that in Texas? Where was it at? Where the guy took out all of those little kids in the classroom. Did he turn the trigger on himself too? What did you expect him to do? What do you have to live for, you sorry piece of shit? Either the police are going to handle you, or you're going to take yourself out, or you're going to go to prison forever, and they possibly going to commit suicide there. That ain't no type of life, but you a pussy for committing a crime, not a pussy for killing yourself. If you kill people, you should kill yourself. And this shit definitely ain't getting monetized. It definitely ain't getting monetized. Never mind, that is barbaric. There was a public beheadings at one point. Why did we stop that? That's what I'm saying. Like the Handmaid's Tales. Exactly. The people who harmed or lost their lives. Yep. I feel like it should be a certain pump, or we got to go online and then and I feel like they should give people a grace period. So you won't try to say you had to work overnight or whatever, and maybe they will stop a lot. Maybe I think that the cutoff mark is a certain age, because people elderly, so you don't have to contribute to this. But I think that we should, yes, and I feel like the same way that there should be like internet and business classes that teach you about credit, I feel like there should be a class in schools that teach you about internet. Yes, I feel like the internet is a deep it's a deep place, especially for adolescents, youth, all of that. And I think that there should be courses that teach you of the dangers and show you what to watch out for. It teaches them about internet scams and like, how you could be on Instagram, and how some people, they could really be slow, and somebody could inbox you and say, how somebody inboxed me the other day and they was like, if I put $2,000 in your account, what would you do with it? And I knew that it was a spam, so I said, pay bills. They was like, what's your Cash App tag? And my Cash App tag was go to hell, 1999, right? Stupid motherfucker. They blocked me right after that. Once they noticed that it was like go to hell, they blocked me immediately. But can you imagine how many people give their tag up just because they think that that's a human being? Why would a person, number one, logically, poor rationale, you should know that you should not even be answering questions from people you don't know. I'm kind of like, that's kind of like my shit, to be honest with you. I don't answer questions from people I don't know. Like, I don't. Like, exercise your fucking rights. So, yep. Then what's WhatsApp scam? I don't understand how people get entangled in that. Like, why would I send you my Cash App tag? Why would I do that? And you know what it is? Let me tell you something. It's organized crime too. You want me to tell you what these people do sometimes too? They'll use these really attractive people behind these profiles. So when they in your DM saying this to you, you probably, depending on how fucking stupid you are, you might give them the information because you fucking desperate. Instead of just looking at the situation for what it is, you dumb motherfucker. But that's like, is what do they call? That's like organized crime. It's always. I ain't trying to listen. I ain't putting nobody business out there. I knew this individual who met somebody in New York City in a certain spot. This person, they met them one night. This person promised them intimacy. They never were intimate with them. They did give them a kiss. Within 12 hours of meeting this person, they asked them for their social security number. They got some sort of check deposited into their account, withdrew all of this money, because that whole scam, when you deposit a check and it has an available balance, they ended up fucking them at the bank and fucking up their whole account with Bank of America and doing all of this shit. And I said to this individual, I feel like you knew more about it, but you just kind of like mad about it because you didn't get the bulk of the money like said person did. So if you was in on the scam, like, first and foremost, this is my question. Why would you give your social security number away to a person that you don't know, that you've only met for less than 12 hours? Those are the people who get got with the Instagram. So what I'm trying to tell you is it's very likely that a lot of people get caught up in those online scams. Right? It's bad when you got somebody like my mom, when she be like, somebody will send her something and she'll ask me about it all the time. She'd be like, what is this? And what's that? Damn, at least she's asking. She about to be 70 fucking years old. You dumb young motherfuckers on smartphones, fucking dummies, doing dumb shit. I don't understand that shit. I really don't get it. I don't get it at all. Yeah, let's get this off the screen. Let's see. Now the person got burnt. The scam is way too known. See, but what I'm trying to tell you is there are a lot of people who are just unaware. I think that there really should be an internet class. And I feel like there should be some sort of way to conduct yourself. I feel like they should speak about exposing your body online. Like, take that as some sort of business cue to somebody. Maybe you can do that as a business where you can find a way to educate youth about online. And I feel like that is something that's a void that is really needed. I feel like that should be in curriculum, as I really do, because this shit is like I tell you, how I say, how as the years go on and civilization of human beings progresses, I feel like the curriculum needs to progress as well. And I feel like there needs to be classes about, and like when you work at a regular job, they give you little courses on the computer about internet scams and stuff like that. Let me tell you another thing, right? So many people are stupid. You know how many people have emailed me? You know, I have a channel. You know, you just never know where certain things is coming from, right? But one thing I always do is like, if you conducting business with me with a person, I learned this a few years ago. If you don't got a .com and you trying to conduct business with me and you sending me emails, like I'm looking at that sideways anyway. And then it's always some sort of scam. It's like always like a person hit me up, right? Off of my iPhone, off of my iPhone, I have got emails from a person saying, you stole my photos. Your photos on your website are mine. Click this link or something like that. And we can handle it right now or whatever. Could you imagine how many people? And I kept getting that email like once every like few months. I would get that email. I'm like, these people are fucking stupid. I would look at the email address. It'll be some dumb shit. Dumb. You know what I do when I look at an email address? I Google the contents of what it is because I need to find the business. And if there is no business that's attached to it, it don't make no motherfucking sense. It don't. But a lot of you motherfuckers don't use your mind enough. You get an email, and this is how elderly people get scammed. You get an email saying that, boom, you owe all of this money in XYZ. Click. You done clicked it. Now they done invaded your computer. No. That's why I never make an OnlyFans because people are reposting their pictures online. Yeah. Let's see. It's the smartphones making people dumb just as they plan. Yeah. I realized that years ago when everybody started getting on phones, and I had a family member reach out to me to ask me, how do you make lasagna? And I said, you have a smartphone in your hand. Go look up YouTube. You understand, like sometimes if I get stuck on something, I'll be like, oh, how did they do this? Or like I was going to make, like yesterday I was debating whether I just wanted to do from scratch cast iron cornbread, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna get like the Central Market. And so I ended up getting the Central Market, which is supposed to be a premium brand. It was good. It was okay. I just felt like I needed a stick of butter melted on top. I just felt like I needed that stick of butter melted in that cheap, not saying it was cheap, but that fat-free butter just didn't make it taste like the way I wanted it to taste. So it still was good though. It was sweet. I could taste the extra brown sugar that I put in it. So it was really good. Let's see. She may not be tech savvy, but she's probably wiser than a lot of us will ever be. Nah, that person got burnt. That scam is way too known. Or this is crazy to me. Last year I started looking for exits everywhere I go just in case. Yeah. You gotta. Shit. And it's like when you're working with human beings, you got to realize that I work in an office building. Anytime you work in an office building with people, you never know what is going wrong, who broke up on the wrong side of bed, who got cheated on by their significant other, who's suffering and wants you to suffer with them. Like you just don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes. I'm hungry. What can I eat right now? For breakfast, I had that serving of macaroni and cheese. So, I haven't eaten out in now it's going to be almost a month. I feel so happy about that. I have not spent money out anywhere, eating out anywhere. Yep, I'm going to celebrate today. I'm definitely about to go to the shop. I'm going to Dillard's. I'm going to go to, where else am I going to go? I want to go get a pedicure today too. I really need a pedicure. So either I'm going to go today or I'm going to go tomorrow because I need a pedicure. Because let me tell you something. If you like when you start and you get that little dead skin on the bottom of your feet, wearing those Jordan 11s will be hell. And when I wore my 11s the other day, I had to take my sneakers off. I was like, yeah, it's time to get these feet done. I get my feet done probably I probably go like once every 2 months. Maybe they're even gonna have a deal today. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. So let's bring up the situation that's this event that's supposed to happen. It's alleged. We don't know if it's actually true, but I seen it last night where they were saying like Doja Cat and Nicki, and I think Lil Wayne was on it as well. Let me just bring this up on Twitter. Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, Lil Wayne. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go get my tree leaf on the other side. I'm gonna be right back.
City crabs and shooters, they used to rip it with them. Okay, I can't stop. Brown, motherfucker, I've been chromed out. And this ain't nothing new, pa. I switched the flow out and switched the roll up. Got the caddy hatchback and switched my dough up. Got $1 million in the stack, homie. Man, listen, these bitches don't know me. Bet I'm still 7 trade with my feet up in the K, homie. And rock killing rugs. Through Fulton with the charges authentic and the snub up in the glove, nigga. Go ahead in front, bet I'll leave you in the trunk. And fuck these niggas thought y'all could drown in this cunt. First bitch front, cash rounds out the pump. Bet I stunts with that thing in them Jimmy Choo pumps now. What can I say? Fox so sick with it. I'm in Spar on the low, Conrad McRae fitted. Up in City Crabs with shoes they used to rib it in. Anything I'm talking now, bet I done did it in. What y'all bitches wanna do? First short hood, full length to the shoe. Flavors if the color blue. Guns, Mac 11s, 9s, it's the 22 shoes. Gucci's with the straps, so the Jimmy Choo's. Cars, 6s on them Continental 22s. Trucks, Denali's on them Ukizis on 23s. Yeah. Listen here, ain't a bitch chiller. Bet I put my money dead up on Dollar and Killer. Nigga, Fox appeal, whole hood love me. Y'all bitches can't stand me when Pop to get a Grammy. Man, listen, I'm good with a Source Award. Sean John, Terry Clark, Air Force is on. Automatic start, nigga, when the Porsche's on. The bed, bro, you been slipping since the boss been gone. My team blow, cron, with the droll it up. I'm in the L coupe early when them doors look fuck. Y'all can't be serious, sending bars at Fox. So tell her come, make sure come, make on our blood clot. Never the time y'all gon' throw me in your rhymes on some subliminal shit. I'm in it quick, you know.
But the time you gonna throw me in your rhymes on some subliminal shit, I'm in it quick, you know. Yep, this is my thankful weekend. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm eating whatever delicious fruits I want to eat. Yep, that's how I'm spending my Thanksgiving. Hope everyone good. What's up, Lala? Yeah, Doja, Nicki, and Wayne. Let me bring it up real quick. This is on February 9th, too. Oh, it's March 9th. So Hard White posted this. So Nicki Minaj will be reportedly headlining the Town Festival in Brazil alongside Doja Cat and Lil Wayne. This is dope. That's supposed to be on February 9th. Big Bag Minaj, she's starting the year off. Listen, and Nicki said that she was going to have more performances coming. I thought that was like, oh, what's going to happen after the whole Powerhouse? You know, when things happen, I'm always like, what's going to happen next? So we know that we kind of in that region of some sort of album announcement or something. Nick, you've been quiet. I know she's fine tuning, and yeah, next year is going to keep going. I'm excited to see what she's going to do next year. What's funny to me is, I don't even want to bring this up here. Let me bring it up on my phone, actually, while we on the topic of Nicki Minaj. So that dude, Adam from No Jumper, he did some sort of interview. Was this with Vlad? And he had mentioned, give me 1 second. He mentioned Nicki Minaj, like songwriting or whatever, right? Hold on. And I'm not trying to be racist or anything, right? But I really get sick of white people who are bland, who always trying to like have this sort of like say or whatever in hip hop. Like, just because you bored and you just feel like, okay, like I've stumbled across hip hop, like let me make this platform, do interviews, and then you think that your word is really valuable. Like, who the fuck are you? First and foremost, that's really my regards. Like, who the fuck are you? And then the shit that he's saying is just absolutely, it's just wrong. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, let me just say this. I think all of the know this. If Nicki is working on a track and, you know, say she has like a singing hook or something like that, or the song is like a singing type of song, she may write the song herself or she may work with a writer, right? That's known. Like it even goes back to, I remember hearing like an interview from Remy Ma. She was saying like, yeah, she was like, I can, you know, I'm not against like if somebody like does a hook or something, but she said you can't write my rhymes for me. So I feel like that's a true that's a true artist. People collaborate all the time. People have different types of vibes on songs and shit like that. Now, if somebody actually wrote Nicki's verses, if they wrote singing is different. But if somebody is writing her rap verses, which is, we've never heard no reference tracks, we've never heard anything on Nicki like that. And so for this white devil just to come out and just be like, oh, we heard, you know, it's like, shut the fuck up. Sit back. Go do some Taylor Swift news or some shit like that. These niggas be so bored in their own fucking culture and they just want to come over here and dick ride and dick wave. It's like, that's how you had this nigga, what's his name? On Hot 97, who he brung up that shit with Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. It's like, yeah, you think you had to do that because you think that's what people care about in your sort of white world. These niggas be dumb. Peter Rosenberg. Yeah. So let's see. Some of y'all need to soak up. All right. So let me play this quick from this dumbass No Jumper.
Next door is one of his writers. Yeah, we all know the idea that you, as the sayer of the words, is necessarily the best writer of the words is an inherently egotistical and stupid assumption. And rap has kind of had this built into it, just this idea that everybody's supposed to write all their own lyrics, and that's cool. But I mean, come the fuck on. We all know this is not actually how it works. And if you're choosing to handicap yourself,
because I'm fucking white and I don't have any soul, so I can't relate to the struggle, so I need your ignorant... That wasn't the right word. Basically, you need that type of experience from a person who comes from that type of a background or like an urban area to have that type of a... To have that type of a feel to a song. So you think that shit is cool. You think it's okay to hijack. You think that's why people like that, they don't see that there's anything wrong with what Cardi B is doing. They don't think there's nothing wrong with it because they fucking whack. I just can't, but I hate people like that speaking on, consider plugging in. Okay. Yeah, I need to plug my shit in because I unplugged it. All right. Let me just continue this shit.
That's fine. But I don't take that conversation serious at this point in time. When Nicki says, Cardi, you have writers, I say, Nicki, we have plenty of evidence that you have used writers as well. That doesn't fly, and it just doesn't mean anything to me at this point in time.
Cracker fuck. I hate these motherfuckers.
Musical acts on earth.
You heard what he's... Hold on, let's bring it back.
And it just doesn't mean anything to me.
Of course it don't mean nothing to you.
Writers. I say, Nicki, conversation serious at this point in time. When Nicki says, Cardi, you have writers, I say, Nicki, we have plenty of evidence that you've used writers as well. That doesn't fly.
Always these cocker spaniels in our business.
And it just doesn't mean anything to me at this point in time. I'm over it. I mean, look at all the biggest musical acts on earth. What, Beyonce doesn't have an army of writers? Right. Taylor Swift.
But they're known for voices, you dumb. And there's two white people having a conversation about hip hop. You motherfuckers need to just mind your business. Do Taylor Swift news. That's crazy how I said Taylor Swift and he just said her name. Do news on that. But the thing is, you want to suck the life out of the black content. Fucking, these niggas make me so sick. I could never be in the industry because I would be like I would never be like Kanye West. But I would not be with that shit at all. The fuck is you talking about? Y'all niggas are sitting up here giving some high overview on some shit that you don't even know about. Shut the fuck up. They just want to be in the mix so bad like a fucking ingredient. So yeah, so Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, Lil Wayne is supposed to be performing. I don't know how I feel about this weed. I don't know. I got some Gorilla Glue from two different people. The one person I got it from, who I always get my shit from, it was really good. This tastes kind of, it's like, it's good, but it's kind of premature. It don't got that kind of hit to it. Like it don't even taste bad, but it just don't got that, it don't got that hit to it. So it's funny how they keep comparing singers to rappers. That's the shit that white people do. You know, who gives a fuck about singers? We are talking about rappers. You see what I'm saying? Let's play this again. This uninformed ass Adam No Jumper. So I'm saying, why all these white people got these platforms?
One of his writers. Yeah, we all know the idea that you, as the sayer of the words, is necessarily the best writer of the words is an inherently egotistical and stupid assumption. And rap has kind of had this built into it, just this idea that everybody's supposed to write all their own lyrics, and that's cool. But I mean, come the fuck on. We all know this is not actually how it works.
No, Gorillaz was a strain.
Choosing to handicap yourself, that's fine. But I don't take that conversation serious at this point in time. When Nicki says, Cardi, you have writers, I say, Nicki, we have plenty of evidence that you have used writers as well. That doesn't fly, and it just doesn't mean anything to me.
Just doesn't mean anything to my white ass who's in the black people's business. Go eat your fried chicken and have your collard greens and say, I made collard greens. Fuck out of here. That was like this white girl I met before, right? She was really trying to push it. She didn't realize how stupid she was making herself look. She tried to have like this relatable conversation to all these people in this room, right? And so everybody was just talking about what they did for the weekend. And she was just like, I ain't do nothing on the weekend. All we did was watch movies, fuck, and eat mad fried chicken. Like, what did you think people was going to laugh at that shit? Everybody ignored her stupid ass. We just fucked and ate mad fried chicken. It's like, did you think because we black one that we posted, that's supposed to be like the black chicken filter and be like, what? You ate fried chicken? The fuck out of here. Everybody ignored her stupid ass. You're just trying to get attention. And we know when you're trying to do that shit. Let me see. Talk all I'm looking up with it in real life. Hold on. I know they thought it was over. I was just getting this bread. I ain't slower. Why is country music listening? Motherfuckers talking about. That's what I'm saying. LeBron, I know Ice Spice keeps people looking with the poses. Or show her ass. Vibes. Brooklyn. Jim Back. Yo. I know they thought it was over. I was just getting this red, I ain't slow. They stood in the field as a youngest, I'm only stepping outside on my door. I'm not off Nova, baby, go buy me something like Doja. Only little shorty that's making it happen. I really get cracking. You know what I thought? They was on the gram, I was making hits. Before you make a diss, turn into a kid. My opposition keep making these stories, they hope I react. I'm as lit as a kid. Shorty was all on my page at the moment, and she wanna rap it, I turned to a crip. Only tell me. February when you trying to come hit on my block, we. Yo, cause I'm all gifted. Took an L and we all winning. You in the wrong video, you spinning, roll spinning the luck. I love that a little bit too much. Yeah. Yo, I know they thought it was over. I was just getting this red, I ain't slow up. Really stood in the field as a youngest, I'm only stepping outside with my thrower. Dripping in fashion, I'm out of a Nova. About to go buy me some ice like I'm polar. Only little shorty that's making it happen. I really get cracking, you know what I thought? They was on the gram, I was making hits. Took a fan, turned into a kid. My opposition keep making these stories, they hope I react. I'm as lit as a kid. Shorty was all on my page for the moment, now she wanna rap and I turn to a crip. We, when I do it, be legendary, only necessary. February when they come to hit on my block, we. Cemetery, you ain't smoking on nothing but truffleberry, cause I'm top dog, you. And I'm all gifted. Take an L and we all win it. You were chatting the wrong village, you speak on the game and we all spinning it up. Wrong feeling. Gon' get them. All victims. Gon' hit them. Check up the. I ain't even purpose. Got me an M and I ain't even twerk. I ain't even. No Kizzy. What you say? Ice Spice better keep hoping that Munches stream her song. That nigga a munch. Bitches are something jeans. That shit is annoying. Baddest bitch, how's you shitting me? Gotta be glad you getting me. That shit whack. That shit temporary. That shit real temporary. So listen, what do y'all ain't nobody say anything about going shopping or anything like that, or any of y'all doing any Black Friday shopping? I know some of y'all at work right now. My job is one of those ones that recognize the Friday. So I got Friday off, and then for Christmas, I think we off on the 23rd as well. So we're off the 23rd, and yep, you're off the 23rd and 24th. That's pretty dope. Let me look at the calendar and see what the blood clot ring out. Let me look at next month and see what I go on. Yeah, we off that Friday. And then that Saturday. And then on Sunday, the holiday. And then we off that Monday. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go back to New York next month. Or, yeah, mid-done. So I already bought too much from Ulta Sense and got a good sale right now. I really want to get that bond number 9 Greenwich Village. No shopping till me next week. No shopping till next week. Too many graduate projects to do. I understand it. Yeah. Stack your money if you. Only thing, listen, let me tell you this. I'm really cheap when it comes to spending money on certain things. Cause like I like deals, like, you know what I'm saying? If I could see, like, say it's a shirt that's like $50, if I could get that shit for $15, I'm getting multiple, especially if they got mad colors. It just depends. I like a good deal, and the deal got to make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. And yeah, I just like a good deal overall. Like if it makes sense, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I could do that. It just got to make sense. Just like, you know, you got to pay attention. Like I remember one time I went into Walmart, and Walmart has this free assembly brand, right? Now they have all of these like I think it's high quality compared to the other shit that they got there. They have these white t-shirts, and I feel like the quality is like really, really good. Those shirts go for $11. One day I was there, all of those shirts was on sale for like $2. I bought like 10 of those shirts. You crazy? I loaded up on them shits. I love a good deal. Especially when it comes to clothes. If it comes to jeans, like Levi's got a good sale today. I like the 541 Levi jeans. They shits is on sale for $30 today. I bought three pairs. So then I want to go back on there too, because I want to get like 2 other pairs. I want to try this other Levi number, because I always I like 541 Levi jeans. I just like how they fit. I like the tan ones too. I just like those jeans overall. So yeah, Levi's, they having a good sale. I went through, I already ran through Rihanna's Fenty shit. I pretty much got everything from there. She gonna have to drop some new shit, because I feel like she gotta drop some new shit. All that shit she got up there now, it's like they introduced new things in different areas. Like they updated some new sports shit, but she got to release some new other shit, because I feel like I pretty much got everything that I want. Me too, a reseller, so deal all day. Also, it's Sag season. It's almost Aquarius season. Aquarius season is near. All of y'all will disappear, please. Aquarius season is near. All of y'all will disappear, please. Aquarius season, but I fuck with the Caps. Yeah, I fuck with the Capricorns. My mom is a Capricorn, so I gotta love them. So shout out to the Capricorns. Capricorn leads to what? Yeah, Aquarius. Let's see. Your battery is running low. Let me plug my computer back up. Let's see. So yeah, that's how I'm about to spend my Black Friday. It's still early. It's about to be 2:00. The goal is to go out and be back before the time that I will be off from work. So it's like I really had the day off, and I really got something done, like going shopping. And then you feel like you've put your day to good use, and you didn't just stay inside all day. You know what I'm saying? So make use of your day. Then I'm going to come back home, and then I'm going to mop and do some shit like that. So just putting my time to good use from being off. And then guess what? Then tomorrow's the weekend. I implore you, if you got something to do it on your Fridays. So then your Saturday, you could really just take that time and just chill. That's why I like doing all my shit. Like, people be getting fucked up, because what it is that you come from a strong work week. Then when that Friday come after work, you don't want to do shit. I'm telling you. I told y'all yesterday after I got off here, I started doing all my laundry and shit. So I already did my laundry. So I don't got to do that shit today. Yeah. Oh, now it's brighter. Okay. I had to charge it. Cool. Cancers. They say cancers are toxic. Why do people say cancers are unstable? Yep, I'm gonna do laundry later today. I feel like if you say you're gonna do it later, you're gonna do it tomorrow, and then you're gonna be mad, and it's gonna be popping tomorrow. You're gonna be like, I ain't doing this fucking laundry. Fuck that. Then it's gonna be Sunday, and then you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be like, you know what? I should have did my laundry on Friday. I might go back to New York too for the holidays and see if I'm but to be cold. Yeah, be cold. And yeah, that's one reason why I want to go back, but I gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like that drug that you need. And then when I get home by day 2, I may look at my watch and say it's time to go. It's so crazy how you could be born and raised from a place and then you get there and after 2-3 days you be like, it's time to go back. Because what it is you want to come back to your shell from where you're from, like you from where you're, where you've built up at. I got to start doing some more things to make my apartment more homely because I feel like all I have is just like furniture and things like that. But haven't really, I felt like since I've moved to Texas, I haven't really made where I lived at. Like I haven't really put like hung things up, like, so I want to start doing stuff like that. But I'm also a minimalist in the way that where I know that when it's time for me to move, I just got like my bed, of course, like dresser, little things like that, computer, shoes, stove. Like I like to keep my shit minimal. Some people like to stack up their fucking apartment. No, I'm not doing that. Who the hell is this? Hold on a second. Okay. I don't know where the fuck that came from. All right. I feel that every time I visit my hometown, New York, I start getting PTSD from my old hood. Like what it is, like you just moved on, right? I really love Texas. I feel like Texas has so much to offer from New York. I feel like it's just more to offer. Yeah, you hear about fucked up things that happen, but fucked up things happen everywhere. The population is 3 million here. So of course it's gonna be fucked up things that happen. High speed chases, things like that. They have, like things happen everywhere. But I think overall for Black people, business wise and everything. Like, I feel like the jobs pay better. Come on, this girl that I know, I got her a job at where I work at, and she didn't even really. Well, I kind of helped her with her resume too, but now she's doing like claims and stuff like that. But she started off at $21. Like, so I feel like in New York, it's not really like that. I feel like it's hard to make good money in New York unless you like they really want they want to see that paperwork of like having a degree or experience. And once you got the experience, you got it. You can always elevate, but I just think it's different. So I would love to move to Texas, but the racism is too much. It depends on where you are in Texas. Honestly, I don't I feel like it depends on where you are in Texas, honestly. So of course you ain't gonna live in no hick town and expect the best to happen. But in Houston, it's not bad. In the outskirts, it's not bad. I mean, you got fucked up people everywhere, but from what I experienced, I like it. I was thinking about moving to Dallas. I don't know anything about Dallas, so do your research on that before you consider moving there. I don't know anything about Dallas. I know that I like Houston. I feel like Houston has a lot to offer, has a lot to do. I feel like anything you want is here. Anything that you want. I mean, they have one of the best medical centers in the world, or in the United States. I don't know which one they say, but I know I learned that when I moved here. I put hot sauce on all my food. Oh nah. I'm not even one of those people who like ketchup on my French fries all the time. It got to be a certain type of French fry for me to have ketchup on it. Like typically homemade French fries, I want it. But when I go like to McDonald's, I'm not like a sauce on everything type of person at all. So I need to visit New York. I'm obsessed with y'all accents. What part of New York you want to visit? If you go to New York City, I mean, shit. Just make sure you stay in the tourist areas if you don't know people where you going. That's all I would advise. You have to drench it with hot sauce. I only I never had that. I feel like I've studied Nicki Minaj accent since 13. I am from Queens, child. That's crazy. You want to go to Manhattan? Yeah. I would say visit in the summertime. It's going to be hot and it's going to be crowded, but I feel like that's the best time to visit New York to really get it. But I feel like this, right? So being from upstate New York, being close like to New York City and just seeing like the just seeing it for what it was and seeing what it had to offer, right? I feel like if you've grown up seeing those things, like being in Houston per se, right? Say you go to their mall, which is like the Galleria Mall, and say you've been going to this mall since you've been like a little kid, little girl. So you've seen all of these stores, Chanel, all of this, whatever, right? So those stores, things like that are impressive to me because upstate New York, they don't have that. So that is the one thing that New York City has, right? But I'm gonna tell you this. When you're a person from those cities, like say New York or you're from Houston, if you've been in like the malls and you've seen these stores, you realize once you start taking these trips around the United States, these trips have the same thing. I love Las Vegas, Nevada, but it reminds me of just a few places I've been to. They got the same stores. It just looks a little different. They got the same stuff. They don't really have anything that's not anywhere else. The only thing that they might have different is maybe a different restaurant. But they still selling burgers. They still selling. I mean, it ain't. You understand what I'm saying? Like they don't got papados everywhere. But when you go there, I mean, you may make good fried shrimp at home, but it may be just the way that they. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Ketchup is okay. So I feel like this. When you've gone to major cities, once you start visiting them more and more, they all start having the same thing. So I ain't going to say I actually want to go back to Vegas just because it's kind of weird, right? That was one of the places I went to one of my friends like before they passed away. So you ever felt like that? Like, let me ask you, have you ever felt this? And this has been on my mind for a while. I've been like, I should go back to Vegas just to like catch a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the places that we went. We had a really good time in Vegas. We was eating. We went to this place called Italy or something like that, and was like we got the pasta and stuff. It was a really good trip. Like, you know what I'm saying? We always would go and like go to the sneaker stores and just different stuff like that. So I was like, yo, I should go back to Vegas just to catch a vibe. But I'm not gonna lie and say that I felt at one point I was just like Vegas is overrated. But it is a vibe though. When you want to go, like, let me tell you something. Why I would say that Vegas is and is not overrated because you can get a really good deal on a room. Like I've stayed in different places. Stayed at MGM, and then where did I stay? Before the first time I went, we stayed at Pleasure. Is it called Pleasure Island or something like that? But that was considered an older hotel. But that shit, when you go in there, smells absolutely. They have I don't know what it is, but it smells so clean on the floors. The room was nice. Everything. We had a really good time when we stayed at Treasure. It might be Treasure Island. I think it's Treasure Island, and won mad money there too. Right? Yo, it was crazy that like, have you ever went on a trip to like Vegas or something? Yo, my homeboy went on a trip. Right? He came with a certain amount of money. He was like, okay, I'm spending $400. He won his money back and some money. It was like every time we went to the casino, he always ended it like that. I remember with the last time we went, I think I was up too. And then as soon as I was up, I took that money right out, like boom, took that ticket out, cashed that shit out the last day because I was not going to lose no money on that trip because I felt like I lost money on the trip before. But yeah, Vegas is one of my stomping grounds. So it's just a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, now in the terms of like going there and like having that experience with my homeboy there, I'm just like, oh, let me just go to Vegas back and just catch a vibe. Cause I don't know. That's just been on my mind for a while. So I know I know that I am gonna do that trip soon. We went to the dispensary. I think what did I get when I was out there? I think I got like orange kush when I was out there. Yep, smoking that shit right outside too in Vegas. I got high as fuck. I remember I got back and went to the hotel. I was going up in the elevator. I was high as fuck. Yeah. So many people I know got high as fuck in Vegas stories too. Never been to Vegas. I need to go. You been to LA? Nope, I never been to LA. I feel like that about Orlando. I've been to Orlando too. My recollection of Orlando when I went there, being from New York, it was so clean. And of course it's gonna be so clean. It's a tourist city because of Disney. So it was really, really clean. And one thing I noticed from Orlando that I now notice now because I live in Houston, and of course that's near the Gulf, literally right there, right? So when we went to Florida, I remember we was on a highway and it started raining, and I had never experienced it raining that hard before. Now here in Houston, I experience that shit all the time when it rains. It rains so hard, like you know what I'm saying. So living in New York, you got to think about it. We up there, I'm by lakes and shit like that. So yeah, it might rain, but it ain't raining like that. Like out down here in Houston, I was so happy this week when it was raining, like, at the beginning of the week, because it rained for a few days straight. But I was so happy that there was no accidents because I'm telling you, a lot of times when it's raining, you always see that one accident. I don't want nobody to lose their life when they're on the way to work. You're supposed to make it to work. You and your kids, wherever you're going in the morning, it's like, that's why you just got to slow down. Like I don't rush when it's raining, and I got all season tires too. I don't rush when it's raining. I don't, and especially because I know somebody who lost their children in a accident like that in the rain. So yeah, where do you really want to go? I think I'm going back to Vegas, but I don't know if I'm gonna go there for my birthday because I really want to go somewhere else. But yeah, I think I want to do Vegas soon. I want to do Vegas soon, 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 because I had a good time there. And, you know, typically somebody might find that weird if you went somewhere with one of your friends or one of your loved ones, right? And they passed away. No, to me, I'm not going to avoid that place because no, we went there and we had a good time. Yo, we was fucking them slot machines up. We was fucking that shit up out there. So, no, I want to go back out there and have a good time. I do. I feel like I might catch a little vibe or something out there. So, yeah, I want to go back out there. I do think that Vegas, the strip and all of that. But yo, let me tell you this, right? I remember I was tight at my homeboy because you gotta realize I'm from upstate New York and people differentiate like upstate is still New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's still the state of New York. But you have to realize this. When I went to New York City, I was not like I wanted the whole New York City experience, right? I'm one of those people, I'm a little annoying, but I want the whole New York City experience. And this part of my life, I can honestly blame my father on because there was points in my life that my dad, where he would go through little situations where he ain't have a car, right? You know what this nigga would do? He would tell one of my brothers, okay, you get off school at this time, you get off whatever. He would literally walk to my school, pick me up, and we would walk over to the corner where he told my brother to meet us. My brother would get met right there, and he would just have us walking mad places. So, excuse me, let me drink some water. So this is when we was younger. He would make us walk mad places. And then sometimes he would have a car and still make us walk, just like exercise. Like my dad, he used to really walk. And so we would just be walking, walking, walking in the snow. And my dad would, he would get on my ass sometimes. He'd be like, pick your feet up. Because if I was dragging my feet, he'd be like, pick your feet up. So the nigga was just on it, right? So we would just be walking, walking. So I think a lot of, and then plus my grandfather was a walker, had a car too. You would see my grandfather randomly, and I really felt like that's why he lived until like he was almost 90 years old. He was so mobile. You would just see him just walking. He would say he was like, okay, I'm making chicken tonight. It would be like 12 o'clock. Okay, I'm about to go out for my walk. But while I'm on my walk, I'm about to hit the grocery store up. So he'd be all the way up Central Avenue, all the way up where you think that a person ain't going to be with no car. Yeah, that nigga is killing it. Yup. Came right back down. And then once I got older and turned into a walker, I realized how that walk was not that bad. I said that nigga, that's why he had the lifespan that he had. That walking helps you, I'm telling you. So if you a woman, be safe if you go to, be safe if, I know a lot of people want to walk and be more active. So I would suggest you, of course, nowadays we hear that they be having shootings in malls and stuff like that. You ain't safe nowhere. But I think that if you want to walk and get more exercise, if you're near a mall or something like that, do that. So at least you inside. And at least if something happened, you can flag somebody like, you know what I mean? So get your exercise in by any means, because I'm telling you, when you see those people in the mall, like you ever go to the mall early and you see those mall walkers, yeah, they be onto something. They dedicated to walking and staying fit. You got to have some sort of, you have to do that when you get older. Like you don't want to be one of those people who stays home and then you just Little by little, you could start losing your mind. All you do is sit home and just, you don't want to, you don't want to go out like that. Yes, a woman is, as a woman, I'm low key scared, and I understand that. But and I understand living in New York City, there's not necessarily malls and stuff like upstate New York. Like I think in my region, I got like 2 malls. Like we got the little Colony Center and Cross Gates. Colony Center is a little whack, but I mean, you can still go there, and it's mall walkers there too. Shit, you got to be dedicated to what it is that you want to do. So if you don't feel safe going where you are outside, definitely find a mall or something that you could walk, or find a gym. Of course, a lot of the times it really don't make no sense why people can't work out. Honestly, nowadays I think so much and I think so deep, and you know how I be saying like different little envelopes will open up in your mind. But I feel bad telling people to work out now because so many people have gotten vaccinated. It's like they could be doing the wrong moves, I feel like, and they could trigger something. Like, yo, one of my friends, I'm annoying as fuck, right? One of my homeboys, he got the vaccine and he got high blood pressure. I say, yo, you need to go see a cardiologist. They need to do like some sort of image of your heart or something. I keep saying that to him and he don't understand why I'm saying it. And he don't listen. And blood pressure be going up randomly. I'll be like, why did your blood pressure go up? Like, oh, I know why, because I had this. I said, but that shit shouldn't have made your blood pressure go up. I'm like, something is not right. I'm like, you got that shit in your system. I'm like, you need to make sure you go see your doctor, because the worst thing that you want to happen, like, that's why sometimes like I just be checking on like certain my friends I check on. And I remember one time I had checked on him and it was like a certain time. I'm just like, oh shit, I ain't hear back. And then I just kept calling him, but he eventually woke up. But you just got to keep an eye on your friends. Real talk, like you do, because I don't know. I feel like if I don't know. You never know what can happen, like who you can save or what you can be um, a part of. But you should just check on your people, because I was just like, damn, how your blood pressure keep going up randomly like that? I'm like, yo, you got that shit in your system. But I mean, nothing's happened to him now. But I'm like, you need to go see your cardiologist, because people be having blood clots that be traveling from their heart and stuff like that. So maybe that should become mandatory when you get a routine physical. Maybe they should like take an image of your heart, or like so they could see if you have anything going on. Cause man, putting that in your system and seeing how many people, I already gave you the keywords to search for on Twitter. This is not something that I just started on this channel. It's not. It's something that what I do is like I use Google and I use Twitter as search engines. So if somebody comes up right now and they just like, oh, Nicki and Madonna got into a fight, and then you go to Twitter and you put it in, and it's like some faulty ass website that says Nicki Madonna clash over, and then it's some stupid shit, right? So you'll see that it's not really popular or whatever. But if you just based on what I'm searching for, I keyword search. So what I did was is around the time my friend died, it was after the funeral. Me and my cousin was sitting on my couch in my apartment, in this apartment. We sitting there, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I just searched heart attack vaccine, and me and her was just we was reading tweets literally for probably like over an hour, and I just kept feeling this energy in my living room that night too. It was just weird, but um, yeah, that was the night of the funeral, I think, because my cousin. I remember that was around. It was around Halloween. I think she came in. I think she had to go somewhere else that following night. But yeah, it was crazy. But that night we were sitting there and we read so many tweets. It was so crazy. And I just felt floored. I'm like, damn, so my friend ain't here because they had this situation. You know, a person that you see like, yo, why you ain't wear the Yeezy shit? No, I ain't wear them yet. Like just people who just living their life and just thinking that they're going to be here tomorrow, just saving their stuff. That's why it changed my I'm telling you, that's why this year I changed. It's certain sneakers, I ain't going to lie to you, like my flu games. And I got my all white, when this is the second I think this was the second re-release of the Columbia Blues. I got those in 2014. Yep. I got those. That was the Christmas of 2014. I've worn those sneakers probably 3 times. I worn them when I went to Denver. I worn them, yeah, when I went to Denver. I don't even think I worn those in New York State. Did I wear those sneakers down here? I may have worn my all whites, but those don't come out the box. And my flu games, I don't wear those flu games. They kind of, I don't know. Them 12s, they fit kind of funny. I like my French blues, those. Those fit, I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to get a pedicure either today or tomorrow, but I'm about to go do a little light shopping. I work out from home. See, that's even, let me tell you this, right? My friend put me onto this. Like, she be saying a lot of shit that makes sense. She was just like, people who don't want to lose weight, just like, you got to think about it. What do you do in your home? Like, do you even stretch your arms? Do you stretch your body? Like, if people don't, I do that shit every day. I stretch. Like, you have to. You got to keep, you either use it or you lose it. Real talk. Yeah, I don't go out either. I do everything from home because it's scary as a woman. Yeah, you can still make sure that I just feel like as you get older, just eat more vegetables. Like, it'll make you feel so much better. I ain't gonna lie, this morning, even when I woke up, my stomach felt a little unsettled because I was like, damn, you had that macaroni and cheese, you had that cornbread. And yeah, I think I had like 2 or 3 pieces of cornbread, to be honest with you. I had like 2 or 3 pieces of cornbread. And you had that macaroni and cheese. And I had like mixed vegetable, chicken breast. Uh my friend made like this baked spaghetti. I only literally had like a little bit of that. Um Yeah, I didn't even have alcohol said I was gonna, because yesterday I was like, I'm doing whatever I want to do because I've been so good. But I didn't even do it. I didn't even have a drink. I ended up falling asleep early because I was like, after that second dose of macaroni and cheese, I kind of like waited up and sat up for about 30 to 45 minutes and then I just passed out. It was over. And I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had a missed call from my niece, which she still ain't even reached back out to me yet to tell me what was. I'm about to hit her up. Like, what's going on? Yeah, she didn't respond back to me. Shit, it's 3 o'clock on the East Coast. I said, call me when you get up. All right. So I low key be wanting to be a vegetarian again. You could do it. Walk my dog. You can be a vegetarian again. Just do it in a way where you enjoy vegetables. Don't just have like them steamed microwave vegetables. Just do hearty vegetables sometimes. Like me, I put a little chicken bouillon in mine and I saute it with olive oil and make it really, and I'll do it till it get a little brown. So it's just like, it's good. Like, just make your vegetables in a way where you enjoy them. Like, that's all I could say. And that's all I know, because that's why I like so many vegetables. Because my mom, like, I don't know, I hated the way, and I'll say this, you know how like people, Southerners, they eat butter beans. I hated the way my grandfather made butter beans, but I loved the way my mother would make them. She would make them taste so good. She would put a little piece of meat in it. She put butter in it, put some pepper, put some seasoned salt. I loved her butter beans. I loved them. I did not like my grandfather's butter beans. And when I was a little kid, I was a little weird too. I liked scrambled eggs, but I didn't like scrambled eggs with cheese on them. And now I don't. Now I like my scrambled eggs with no cheese on it. Like, I like it both ways, but it don't have to have cheese. I don't have to have it. The thing I love about Ethiopian food is we have veggies and most of our meals, side dishes are veggies and meat. It's not an everyday thing. Yeah, I be trying to like ration that off for me too. Like, oh, I'm due to get some boar's head though. It's Friday. Yep. And it's after payday and it's like a good feeling. And I got that lettuce that I just brought, that 50-50 blend. So yeah, I need some boar's head meat to break up on top of that. I do. My friend, like, yeah, even though I was cooking over there yesterday, I'm going back over there to get my cheese because I have bought a few packs of cheese, but I want my little cheese that I left over there. Shit, I'm using that for my salads. See, when you got to start making sure you eat and you're full. Like, yeah, I'm coming back to get my cheese. Shit, fuck that. Needed it. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up off of here. We talked about everything. Young Miami, annoying ass, Nicki Minaj, Doja, Lil Wayne, possibly to perform February 9th. We'll see. Kanye West running for president. I mean, I feel like that shit is a joke. It's a joke because who really would vote? I'm pretty sure somebody would vote for Kanye, but come on. It's like, I feel like he's embarrassing himself. The more that he does, it's like he embarrasses himself. and you think that for some reason he still feels like he's winning. But I still feel like Kanye West is. I mean, I still know that he's still well off. But one thing that I didn't know is when he mentioned that Adidas is suing him for 275 million. Actually, let me Google that on the side to see if that is true. Adidas suing Kanye West. Adidas. Okay, let's bring this up for a second so I can make sure I touch on this. So it's 1 hour. I don't know. I keep rearing up to these 2 hour lives. I don't know what the hell is going on. So Kanye West says that Adidas sued him for 200. Let me get these pantalones. I know that that's not panties, but I think it's funny. I always thought about that when they used that word. Um, so Kanye West says that Adidas sued him for 275 million and froze all his bank accounts in a video announcing his 2024 presidential campaign. Come on. All right, so Kanye says that Adidas sued him for $275 million in advertising fees. That he had all of his bank accounts frozen in a video promoting the 2024 campaign for president. The rapper turned businessman shared the video on Twitter at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Thanksgiving. Caption only with the campaign #Ye24. The video in introduction suggests that Adidas took action on November 16th, 1 week after the company's third quarter earnings call, in which cut its 2022 profit forecast by half, citing that a hit was taken from the canceling its involvement with Ye. So when contacted by Insider about the claims made in Ye's video, Adidas declined to comment, but pointed to its October 25th announcement ending their partnership, when the company added that it would stop all payments to Ye and companies. So banking giant JP Morgan Chase also ended its relationship with Ye on October 12th. It gave him until November 21st to transfer over to another bank before closing the Ye company's accounts. In the Thanksgiving video footage of the commentators and newsreaders talking Ye's anti-Semitic comments is intercut with shots of the rapper sitting pensively in an empty Yeezy office in Los Angeles. It opens with the actress and television host Vivica Fox saying, "We have got to cancel him." And I know we do not try to be in the cancel culture, but we got to hit him in his pockets now because he obviously does not care about African-American culture. So other clips show newsreaders talking about Adidas ending its partnership with Ye and the rapper's anti-Semitic comments. Why these panties keep popping up? All right, so that's the video that he posted. I don't want to click on that because I feel like it may be copywritten. So Ye posted 8 more times on Thanksgiving, including another video where he talked about meeting with Donald Trump. Ye said that Trump told him that he would lose in 2024 if he ran for president, and made an offensive comment, which he bleeped out, about his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Ye is currently promoting his 2024 presidential campaign, but is yet to file the paperwork to become a candidate. He previously ran for president in 2020, getting nearly 70,000 votes across 12 states where he made ballot. So he sparked the latest controversy after wearing a White Lives Matter shirt at the Paris Fashion Week, then tweeting about going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. As numerous companies cut ties with West, more information about his anti-Semitic remarks came out, including Rolling Stone's report that Ye said that he was inspired by skinheads and Nazis. This is horrible. He is inspired by skinheads and Nazis. Ah, man. So that's that. Let me look this up and see if they did a better deal. Sex. Fab. Let's look at sex with Fab and see what they got. See Black Friday, $75 gift card. Hold on. See it, don't bring it up. Let me go to this other screen so I could show you one of the best colognes ever that I ever smelled. Like, best cologne ever. Let me get this off. This Greenwich Village. Yeah, this right here, and they got the candle too for 100. You spend $100 on a candle, so I just been like, yo, so it's on sale for 272. You can get the smallest bottle for. Um, I really want this shit. I feel like I'm just gonna pull the trigger on it because look, they doing that deal where you get $75 gift card, right? So then, what if I get the $75 gift card? Let me look. I don't want to get me a MCM book bag. I want a more mature book bag. Well, that's 967. We definitely ain't doing that. Hold on one second. I actually like this. Let's see. I like them. I like them on bags that be having like the little secret compartments. Yo, let me share. Let me share this also, like with y'all, with my personality is right. So when I be at work, I'm one of those people. I be aware that people be watching me, so I give they ass a show. So when I get to work in the morning, right, I have my little things that I have in my bag, like I have my food and stuff. So I'm doing all this unzipping and shit like that, and I know that people be watching me, and I think it's so funny, and I'm always just like looking for something or doing something. I just because I know that you're watching me, so I'm gonna give you a fucking show. Because people are so fucking nosy. They always be standing up like, oh, what you bring? What you do? Yeah, because you hear this unzipping and shit. Listen, I'm telling you, it's so funny. It's funny to me, and I do that shit every day. It's almost like one of my favorite things to do. Yo, I remember like maybe a few months ago, this lady said to me, she was just like, what did she say? I know you was going on your break. She was like, because when you come by, I can smell you. I can smell your cologne. Yeah, that's what you do. You operate. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm always doing something extra because people are always being nosy. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yep, zip, 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 zip. Yeah, I'm gonna get my fucking money's worth out of this shit. Zip, zip. Yeah, it's time for something new. Hold on a second. It's time for something new. Let me see accessories. Spend 150 and get a 75. I like those. Alexander McQueen. I don't want a book bag with that on it. That's kind of corny to me. Yeah, I don't like corny shit like that. That's why I was really thinking I like the MCM, but I like the brown one. Red is my favorite color, but I wouldn't want a red book bag for every day. Man. So that's how when people tell you I stay in my bag. So yeah, that's what I be doing. Cause people always they nosy as hell. So I'm like, yep. I be getting my little snacks, having my little pumpkin seeds and all types of shit in there. I be having my little paperwork and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's go from the lowest because we definitely ain't spending no $1,000. So let me see where the price is at. Let's go from the lowest to the highest. All right. So we're gonna go from the minimum of what? This is Saks Fifth Ave. So let's see. No, let's just do a maximum of 500 and see what we get. Even though I know that I'm not spending $500 on no damn. All right. Damn sure don't want no coat shit. What's this? That look weird. Some shit that's gonna get you searched. I kind of like that though. Give them something to look. They be like, I thought your bag was." No, they gonna think you got something there. I'm telling. Being black, they gonna think you got something in that shit. I don't know. I think too much. No, look like you got something in that shit. They gonna think you got a gun or something. I wouldn't even play myself and get that. Not even just. And I really like this color. I think this is really clean. I like that, but no, I don't want that. I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag. Never had a North Face book bag. Had a Jansport. Don't want no North Face for sure. Versace? Oh, that's corny. I don't really like how that look. Too loud. What's this? Mason Margiela. Nylon poster bag? What's this? I know this ain't no damn swoosh book bag. What the hell? Oh, it's like a... Yo. What type of bullshit is this? Do you see what you will be buying? It's a poster bag. So you're only able to put like what? If a notebook, you can't put no binder in that shit. Do you see what this is? No, I want the book bag that's on there, you asshole. What is wrong with these people? Hold on. These people is fucking crazy. Shout out to Rose. Oh shit, I didn't even realize I didn't throw my Cash App up. If you want to support the channel, Cash App support, Super Chat support. Yeah, I appreciate your comments, Rose. Let me see what else they got on this shit, because I don't see. Hold on a second. I wouldn't feel like fatigue every day. Anyway, not every day. Herschel. I kind of like this. You think this is interesting? I really do like that. Let me see. That's kind of childish, right? I like that shit though. That shit is clean. If you got a little white hoodie on or something like that, something like you can't just wear that every day though. That's why I don't think I would get it, but I do like that. I do like that. It's too small though. Be dope for a girl. It's definitely too small for me though. So see that's ideal. I really like that, but I just wouldn't spend that money on that. All right. 3 to 500, 1 to 300. All right, let's do this. I barely even know that brand. Definitely not for that dollar amount. So, yeah, I'm going to say I'm more of an in-store type of person. I'm probably going to go to Dillard's and find something that's really, find a really good deal. I did a little shopping yesterday. Retail therapy. You shopped on, you actually shopped on Thanksgiving? I'm about to go out right now. So listen, I hope all of y'all have a great day. Shout out to you, Eli. How do you say your name? Eli? Is it Eli? I know it ain't Eli. Eli Fizzle. Young Miami is annoying. Yeah, she's very annoying. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I hope all of you have a productive day. I might come back later. I might do a video or something like that. I love Ethiopian food. Try Desta and ATL. I need to go to ATL. You know, I'm in Houston. I don't know. Do you have any suggestions for Houston? For Ethiopian food? Let's see. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Shout out to everybody who showed up and supported. Thumbs up the video on your way out. This your boy LeBron, female rapper lead. Peace.
Get off me. Get off me.
Oh my God.
Get off me. Get off me.
Get off my dick, bitch, stop frontin', I'm home. Y'all know I'm not coming off this throne. And call me the female pop, whether y'all like it or not. Y'all see this crown here belong to Fox. I can't stop, I won't lose. I'm Brooklyn zone, I'm not Hollywood. Don't get us confused and don't get it twisted. I'm the best that did it. I had y'all bitches throwing on they throwbacks and fitted. Whoa, Fox the Wallace, number 106 in Park. My throwback had bitches calling they stylists. They say I walk, stink, talk with malice. My reputation is 7 and my rhymes is callous, but that's the shit I'm on. And think I ain't hear this faggot ass rap dude on Doug Banks in the morning. What kind of real nigga go with a broad? See the nerve of this coward nigga, oh my God. And little man, I'm the first bitch to sign a Def Jam. How can I be the best? I'm from the best man. And before this bullshit gets sticky, don't make me have to call the squad with me to get this crackin'. Y'all know Fox first reaction. I look at Lil Eve like a Yorkie rapping now. Toxic jealousy, I said. Got all these rap bitches mad at me, I said. Please, the nerve of this bum bitch Eve. How the fuck you catch a brick with Alicia Keys now? Catch the feed in stores, yes indeed. Best believe it's a classic, bastards.
Get off me. Get off me.
Yeah.
Get off me.
Yeah.
Get off me.
Yeah, hop off my dick, I'm not going toe to toe. I'm still vexed, I had to bring out flow, but y'all can't do this press shit, talking reckless. I beg your pardon, Fox the Don Gargan. And when y'all reach about 500 scans, now mom and pop goals, see that's when you talk bold. Been doing the numbers since 15 years old, and been doing them Hummers way before it got cold. And still, I run with the same old squadron. My office still on at the garden. Whoa, J Big Nas, Pac and Fox with 5 Elite. How you compare me to bitches in Sweden? So you left the hood, remember Hollywood? Then you shitted on your crew, the streets can't respect you, homie. Explain exactly why bitches going at me, cause to get to the top, they go with Fox. Fox ain't with that bullshit, I roll for Delph. No winks to industry friends, I earned my wealth. So next time you pick up a pen to go with Fox, remember if cool your blood clots up. Fuck y'all think it's a racist, a bitch if you get in our bomba clot fiesta. How dare you question who write my shit? Now don't forget I signed your autograph in 96, bitch.
Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me.
DJ Clue, to the storm. I'ma show you how to do this, son.
Yeah, Clue, what up, baby? I mean, I've been on to pop a lot of shit in my rhymes. This is Brooklyn's official representative, your girl Young Fox, and the streets have officially spoken. Your girl is Bizak. The imperial serial rap murderer. I'm jacking the beat, call me the track burglar. Every time I spit, I'm committing a crime. Bitch, you don't say shit in your rhymes. We making unbelievable green. Ill none of the unbeatable team. Shorty's in need of a team. We got the game locked, I'm the key to your dream. Bitch,
bitch, I'm the one who made you. Who was there when they underpaid you? See, I don't care about the numbers they do. Ask Young Gab cause he run the label. I'm ghetto like the dollar van. See me in the hood, holla man. Catch me, FB in the custom fit. Dear Lord, man, I'm just too sick. Hands down, I'm the best. These true words I confess. Lord, can you hear me? Man, it just can't compare to me. Man, they just ain't near to me. Hands down, I'm the best. These true words I confess. Lord, can you hear me? Man, they just can't compare to me. They just ain't near. Suffered through many years, shed many tears, but fuck that, I'm still here. Bitches better step their game up. Since the firm, I was chopping that weight up. I put bitches on to Jacob. Since then, I switch flow, rock me so. Lord, take away my fears. Rectangle pave cut, stay in my ears, yeah. I mean, clue how they want it. Catch me on the next tape, man, and I come bless you. All that ain't about nothing. One take. It'll not.
Let's go. New Foxy Brown.
Come again.
Whole Brooklyn. Stand the fuck up.
Okay.
Let's get it on, niggas.
Come on.
DJ Absolute. Operation Lock. Damn.
But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck. I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. But I don't give a fuck, I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. They don't like Gab either, cause he stay in cheetah with a Chris White beat on. Tinkin' yacht, never mind the time, see I pay them no mind.
Some after y'all. From the motherfucking top, New Foxy Brown. Of course they don't like me.
Yes.
DJ Absolute, motherfucker.
Come again, come on. Oh.
Young guard.
Okay.
Queens, niggas.
But I don't give a fuck, I breeze through in the truck with my middle finger up now. They don't like Gab either, cause he stay in cheetah with a Chris White beat on. Tinkin' yacht, never mind the time, see I pays him no mind. Bitch, slow your roll, Fox got this rap shit under control. Which I touch turn gold, but I touch turn canary, damn this shit scary. And my name speak the truth, y'all can't fuck with homie, I'm the truth in that booth, I'm the beast in the lab. I'm a goon on the tune with a boom and a Marc Jacob bag. I'm Brooklyn zone, and no matter where the crib is, the borough is my motherfucking home. I'm BK's finest, and a fresh pair of ears to still shout the designers. How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow. I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots.
Vibes. Look, baby go 2 is reloaded. Got the hottest tape in the streets right now. Yeah. Listen, look, they done broke up the tongue and now they got me started. Used to post in a vacant apartment, shoot like a rapper but move like an artist. Only see blue when I roll out this coffin. Listen, think it's time that I clear up the rumors about who got the city on offense. I am not shorty, they see I maneuver, cause when I be stepping, moving them stompers, I get that motivation to the realest. I'm missing to my bag and not my feelings. I make a couple thousand for my minutes, trippy little step on mommy little minutes. I see him throwing shots but I don't feel it. We don't even know your block the corn spin it. Please you going, I already did it. The money you showing made it up for citizens. Got off the porch, I fell in love with the court. I cannot play for no lackers. Went on the tour, realized I had to see more. You be dumb if you still go backwards. Girl is a cross, she only beat for the sport. Till we catch you in here while I asked her. Move like a boss, I fell in love with my sauce and I heard it until it was rapper. Hold on, that's tough. I just straight out the town, that's us. Told them I got the crown. That what if the homies ain't feeling your sound? That's much. We're too booked in around, that's much. I left my dog and I found bad luck. If you play with my name, you a clown. That's us for my team to LA. I am now that up. But I'm not underrated, that's an understatement. I'm the hottest coming off the beach. Ripping my mother basement to 100 stages. I remember saving up for sneakers. Got me a deal before I got a feature. I was convinced to play me on his speaker. Body like never let nobody reach her. If he gon' say it, do it on a knee nut. Flow unlocked. Way too smart, I don't know no op. Stay to my lane, now I know nuts up and they know it. I clean cause they know my block. I put in paper, these froze up rocks, so I won't hesitate to go show my knock. Mama gon' pray cause she know my fuck. I'm just trying to get paid and control my spot. Clack, 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 boom! Hottest in the city, you already know it, baby, go 2 reloaded. Clack!